Well, hello, you gorgeous mother truckers, you, and welcome to another video. Right then, so finally, it appears that an awful lot of people have woken up. The byproduct of the despicable voting in the Houses of Parliament over the booming bangs has basically red-pilled an awful lot of people, and we now seem to have more voices joining the chorus. Now, on some of these channels, I've noticed people are saying, well, where you been and all this sort of stuff. Look, you can accuse people of potentially jumping on the bandwagon, but remember, we're all accused of jumping on the bandwagon, and that's made us all far right. It doesn't matter whether somebody hasn't said anything until now. We should, with open arms, welcome every single voice that is now speaking out, because we need every single person we can to speak out. The government and the media will now desperately attempt to sweep the booming bangs out. Now, just a little bit of a housekeeping thing there. People are saying, why do I say booming bangs and gay parangs? I think I mentioned it before, but the simple truth of the matter is, by saying the correct words could end up with either the videos not being uploaded, or potentially it could end up with a community warning, which I've recently just had removed for medical misinformation. That's right. Oh yeah, 5 years after the event, I questioned a little bit about the jab. That didn't go down very well. Any case, so we have to be diplomatic, very much akin to Alan's snack bar. Yeah, you just have to sometimes think outside the box in a way, getting around algorithms. So that's what that's there for. But I, for one, am very, very welcome. And I would like to say to Keir Starmer, Angela, Rayner, and everybody else in the Labour Party, thank you. Not for doing what you did in betraying all those girls and those victims, but by doing it in such a way that you have dropped one of the biggest red pills in society ever, where more and more and more people have suddenly awakened to the fact that things aren't good. And that is all down to the Labour Party. It's all down to you wonderful mother truckers for dropping that down and wakening up the entire country. Thank you to Elon Musk for red pilling the whole of the world to this issue, because whether you want to go, oh, he's interfering, it doesn't matter. He's drawn attention to something that the media and the government will now be desperately pushing to get rid of, so we can stop talking about it, because they don't want us to talk about it. That's the reason why they don't want an inquiry. Another one of the reasons why they don't want an inquiry, because they want people to stop talking about the fact that hundreds of thousands of young white girls have been abandoned, ignored, and treated like shit just for the sake of diversity. And they don't want us to talk about it. They will do anything now to sweep it under the carpet. I've heard of a group called Blood and Honour, which is apparently a far-right organisation which no one seems to have heard of, has been based on the sanction list, which means they're the worst of the worst. But no one's heard of them. And this, again, is just being done to push the narrative of far-right, because we're the problem. And I say we because if I'm going to be called far right for all the things I believe in, then I guess I'm far right. It's a badge of honour, I guess. But we live in such a totalitarianism state, big word for the afternoon that is, that it's backfiring, because they are, as I've mentioned before, just red pilling so many people. And I welcome every single new voice. And I don't care whether you've been silent on other subjects. I don't care about any of that. All I care about is now you're amongst us, don't be silent no more. Please, please, please keep speaking out. The more of us that speak out, the better. The more this message is pushed, the better. Because if we want real change, we're going to have to work at it. We're going to have to fight for it. This has now become, as I've mentioned before, no longer left and right and all those silly little things. It's good against evil. It's God against the devil. And we have to fight. And the only way at the moment that we can fight is to make our voices heard and make our words matter. Any case, 2 videos popping up on the screen. One will be the last one uploaded, and the one below that will be one that the mighty gods of YouTube, using their algorithm, have decided is the best for you, the viewer. So why deny it? If you're one of the 86% of people who watch my videos and aren't subscribed, just subscribe. Please, please subscribe. It's not me begging, it just helps my channel. It really does. And if you watch my videos on a regular basis and you agree with what I'm saying, show your support. Like it, share it. Comment section is there for everybody. You don't have to agree with me. I've said this multiple times before, and I'll say it again. You don't have to agree with me. You really genuinely don't. But just keep it civil and don't be silly, and everything is fine. Any case, enough of that. I am done. So, until the next one.